Hi, I'm Niall Heaney from gulfstreamboatsales. Today we're on the shores of Strangford Lough here in Northern Ireland, taking a look at this 2007 Sealine SC29. She is fitted with a pair of Volvo Penta D3-190 horsepower stern drive engines, and the boat is in very nice condition throughout. She's got around about 500 hours on the clock. Very nice spec with teak cockpits, teak swim platform, bow thruster, heating system, full gas cooking facilities on board, recently replaced covers, and autopilot, VHF radio, all the usual things you'd need to go cruising around the coast. The Sealine SC29 is a very stylish looking boat with its swept back roof line, elongated portholes, the twin stepped hull as well. This one also looks real smart, I think, with the black covers. Tying in with the black anti-fouling paint and the black rub rail. There's a nice shine to it. We've got a couple of skin fittings and the Webasto heater exhaust outlet here on the starboard side. Taking a look above the rub rail, she's also in very nice condition. The porthole surrounds look good. The guardrails around the bow are in good shape. The Sealine badge up there looks the part, as do the engine room vents. Plastic engine room vent on this starboard side is in good condition. Boat's been recently anti-foiled in preparation for going into the water now in the next few weeks. So she had a fresh coat of black anti-fouling paint. Taking a look across the transom, again she looks well. We've got this stainless steel handrail over here that you can help yourself out of the water with. Nice folding 4-step stainless steel bathing ladder. She looks smart at the back with that overhang on the roof as well. The name on this boat is Duke. The boat is fitted with a pair of Volvo Penta D3-190 horsepower motors, as I said, with matched up to these dual prop drives, so twin counter-rotating propellers in the drives, which give much better tracking, better traction on into the water as well, so better acceleration and things like that. The drives have been fully serviced. The rub rail all around this boat is in good shape. The nose of the boat looks well. We get that nice recessed anchor roller for this Delta anchor to store in. No signs of any damage or anything in the gel around here. This is your anchor lock or drain. It's clear. Taking a walk down along the port side of the boat. Again, it's also in very nice shape. No gel coat damage at all. The swim platform is all laid in teak. It's the full width of the boat. It's probably 2.5, maybe 3 feet deep. So it's a nice wide platform. And then an easy access, easy step onto the side decks. Side decks are quite wide, probably maybe 8 inches, 9 inches wide. And the bow rails come right the way back here. You've also got this handrail on the roof, so it's easy to make your way forward. The guardrails come up very high pretty quickly. You got a midships cleat. Obviously the boat, this strap's holding this part of the trailer together, so let's duck down underneath that. And then you get access up onto the foredeck. The Sealine SC29 is a very popular cruiser. British built by Sealine back in their heyday. Really solidly built boat, very well thought through and executed design. The boat is just a shade under 30 foot long. I guess 29 foot 11 inches overall length. It's 10 foot 6 inches wide, so a nice beamy boat. Weighs about 4.3 tons, and those twin D3-190 horsepower engines are good for around about 35 to 37 knots, that neck of the woods top end speed. One of the big things that I like about the boat is the cockpit layout. So it's a very open plan cockpit layout with a nice U-shaped lounger seat here, and she also has a folding fabric hardtop roof, or closing roof I should say. It's not a hardtop, it's a sliding fabric roof. The benefit of that is whenever the roof's closed, you don't get the reverberation from the engine noise that you can sometimes get with a fixed solid hardtop, and you can really fold it all the way back to give you a huge open plan and open air feeling in the cockpit of the boat on nicer days. But it's very simple to slide that roof closed whenever the weather's against you. We've got this huge L-shaped or U-shaped lounge seating area here on the starboard side. Forward to that, we've got a cockpit wet bar. Nice little solid countertop on top, little stainless steel hinges. You lift that up on a gas strut. Again, it's a stainless steel strut, and you've got this little folding tap, hot and cold running water, so you can use this area for preparing lunch and things. One of the reasons I go into so much detail in these videos is so that you're not disappointed whenever you come to see the boat. So if there are any little issues that aren't fully up to scratch, I want to show you so that you know exactly what you're coming to see. In here, you've got your cockpit refrigerator. This is great, especially if you're entertaining on board. You can keep your drinks and things in there. You're not having to constantly go up and down to the cabin to get access to the fridge. There is another larger fridge in the cabin. You'll see the decks are all laid in teak, real teak. This is from the factory. It's all in really good condition throughout, no damage or anything. Like the swim platform as well. And you got this little step here on the port side laid in teak too, which is an easier way out onto the side deck whenever you don't have the cover in position. Up forward on the port side, we have our lounger seat, big enough to accommodate probably 2 or 3 people if you're just sitting there. All really well upholstered. Again, the upholstery is in beautiful condition. We've got removable side panels on the covers here, so you can remove those. You can take all the covers off actually completely, and with the roof slid back, turns this thing basically into an open top sports cruiser. But with all the covers in position and the roof closed, you've got a sports coupe. This table is a recent addition by the current owner. So it's from, I think the company's called Marine Teak. They make really nice teak tables. Matches the deck. It's in perfect condition. It's almost brand new. I think the owner said it's only a couple of years old. And as you can see, it's a huge table. So you could easily sit a crowd around the cushions there and have a meal on board. When you're underway, this backrest easily folds the other direction, and then this cushion folds down flat, and that gives you an elevated seating position for the helmsman. If you're enjoying this video tour of the Sealine SC29 and you want to see more or be kept up to date as we do bring more boats to the market and bring more boat reviews to YouTube, then please by all means subscribe to our channel. You'll be the first to find out about new boats as and when we put them on the website and put the reviews live online. And you'll also see a little bit about the sort of my general day-to-day dealings as a boat broker. So if you're enjoying the video, please do click like and subscribe to the channel. It's very much appreciated. The helm seat here is wide enough for 2 passengers, so you can have a bit of company up here, or your navigator can sit here directly in front of the chart plotter, so you've got a bit of company on longer passages. In terms of gear and equipment, this boat has everything you would need for coastal navigating. So we have large screen Raymarine C80 color chart plotter. That is hooked up to an autopilot system, so you get Raymarine autopilot on this boat, and we've also got a standard Raymarine tri-data giving you depth and speed information. Full suite of Volvo instruments, which we'll take a close look at here in a second. There's EVC Controls on this boat, which was an optional extra at the time, so she's been upgraded to full digital throttle and shift, and EVC Controls, so you get a lot of engine information on the little screens, on the readouts. This boat also has a bow thruster with joystick controller just right in front of the throttle levers. Throttle levers are falling easily to hand, and then we've got a Raymarine Ray 240E VHF radio here as well. This is your control panel basically, and this is for navigating the displays. So if we want to look at the port display, we press the little arrow, get the red light up, and we can now use the little scroll wheel to navigate through the information on the port engine. So things like turbo pressure, trim angle, legs are fully trimmed down there. Battery voltage 13.2 volts. The battery condition is very good in this boat. 506 engine hours on the port engine. RPM, coolant temperature. From the seated position, I've got good visibility straight through the middle of the screen. You've also got good side visibility out both starboard and port sides, and great visibility all around the back of the boat too. These posts, these pillars, don't really inhibit your view much at all. A little bit over your right hand shoulder, but they're well enough back that they're not really in the way. If you want to stand at the helm, depending on what height you are, this bar could possibly be in your sight line, and also the roof structure. So if you want to stand up and look over the top of that, you have this little folding panel underneath the helm. So flip the two catches, this folds down. Needs a bit of a clean, but stand on there and you're now looking well over the top of the screen, and you can peer over the top of the roof as well. So that gives you get the wind in your hair for starters, but you also get much better visibility all the way around the boat. Steering wheel's still within easy reach, as are the throttles as well. So you'd be quite easy to drive the boat from the standing position as well as being seated. Just before we head downstairs to show you around the cabin of the boat, I want to finish up in the cockpit here by showing you the covers and sliding the roof closed to show you how that mechanism works, but it is really handy. So to slide the roof closed, you just undo the stays. These hold the roof open whenever you're underway. Just taking a look up here, I have nav lights and things on just to show you they're all working, so just show you that before we close it. And then this whole section slides closed on the runner pretty easily. See, it's a one-handed operation here. So slide that down, then these catches, we can close those over, and that pulls the roof down tight on both sides. So it's a very simple and crucially fast operation to close the roof over. So if you do get caught out in a rain shower, you can very quickly close that up. You can see I've turned on all the downlighters in here as well. So as I said, these are all renewed and are LEDs, so they're not going to draw too much current whenever you have them on, but they really do a good job of illuminating the cockpit after dark. And you can just imagine sitting here round the table, your beers and wines cold in the fridge there, having a nice relaxing evening with friends on board. Just a really nice cockpit to spend time in. If you're considering a Sealine SC29 or a similar boat to this, there's a good chance you're going to be moving up from a smaller sports cruiser, maybe like a Sealine S23 or S24, or something like an American 25-foot American sports boat, like a Bayliner 245 or Monterey 250, or that type of entry-level sports cruiser. Or even if you're not moving up, if this is a first boat, you're probably certainly thinking about spending more time on the water. So be that weekends away with the family, or maybe even slightly longer trips away with your other half. So as well as wanting something that's that bit longer, twin engines for more safety and reliability, especially if you're using it at sea, you probably want something with more living accommodation. So just more room to store your gear, more room for people to sleep, and also a bit of added privacy. And that's one of the SC29's strong points to my mind. Although it's under 30 foot long, so under 10 meters, so you'll fit it easily in a 10 meter berth, so you can keep your maintenance costs, mooring costs and things down. She has a great, and it has a huge cockpit. As we've seen, there's also a really good amount of space in the cabin. So we've got this really oversized dinette area up forward with another huge big table that you'll easily fit 6 adults around, not a problem. So you can have meals and things downstairs. We've got a lovely L-shaped galley on this boat just as you come down the steps from the cockpit. Decent heads and shower compartment over on the port side, and crucially a separate, completely separate aft cabin, so with a double berth in there with a proper door. You can close it off, so you get a lot of added privacy. So if you are staying on board with kids, you know, you can take them aft cabin. That can be a private bedroom area, and then you can drop this table down at night time for the kids, and you have the other option of converting the saloon seating, or sorry, the cockpit seating outside to a double berth with all the covers closed. So you've got, if you have guests or if you've got more kids, you can sleep up to 6 people on this boat. The galley in this boat's well equipped with a gas hob, gas oven, obviously running hot and cold water, another fridge in addition to the one that's out in the cockpit, and it's plenty big enough for a family of 4 to go away and stay on for a week, or certainly for a long weekend. And then one of the big selling points of the SC29, and a big advantage of your sort of British boats over the North American equivalent, is the proper separate aft cabin. So it's not an open plan cabin. You've got a separate door on your aft cabin here, so you can get a bit of extra privacy. So coming in here, you've got a nice little area just at the entranceway with plenty of headroom and an opening deck hatch for a bit of added natural light and ventilation. So you can stand here and get changed and things. You have a hanging locker in here. If you're interested in this Sealine SC29 and you want to find out more about it, then please sign up for VIP access on our website at gulfstreamboatsales.com to see our full-length video review of this boat. All you have to do is go to the website at gulfstreamboatsales.com and pop your name and email address into the box below this video. You can then get VIP access, which is completely free. Once you've logged in, then navigate back to this SC29 page and you can watch our full-length review where we go through the boat in a lot more detail, show you around the dash in detail, show you in all the storage compartments, show you around all the cabins and the heads compartment, show you the engine room, and just give you a much better picture of the features and condition of this boat, and hopefully it'll help you to figure out whether it might be the right one for you. So that's sign up for VIP access at gulfstreamboatsales.com. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video.